from the side of eLevate as they did leave the game too early. That is the official ruling, so it's going to be Faze going up 1-0, and it's going to be going into Search and Destroy, a game mode that we've seen Faze not do so well at this entire tournament so far.
Well, talk to us a little bit. What are your thoughts on Faze's Search and Destroy game so far?
Lots of indecisiveness from what I've seen. It's been a lot of times where they're just kind of just milking the clock. The bomb site's completely open. They just sit there for around like 30 seconds. They just don't, I've seen it before too, when they played in tournaments and stuff like that as well. There's always not one true play caller that's going to be saying, you guys need to do this. It's just kind of like they try to listen to each other, but there just needs to be that one person that steps up, guys, go do this. Don't just sit there bickering the entire time. That's one of the biggest things I took from, especially on Crusher yesterday. Scorch was another big thing, one of the maps that we saw, and they completely got exposed on that one. We were on the B site. They were sending Enable with the bomb on there with the NV4. His Search and Destroy performance from what I saw yesterday was not good. The first map, I believe, he maybe even got 1 kill. The second Search and Destroy I saw them play, he got 2 kills.
And he spent most of that game with none. I think those kills were towards like the last 2 rounds.
I mean, it's like the biggest thing too, right? You're going to have your OBJ player always pushing onto the bomb site and they can die. I mean, but sometimes he didn't even have more than like 1 plant a game. But the one where he did get 1 kill, he had like 4 plants, to give him credit. But it's just the thing that's been getting exposed for Faze. Now, eLevate's Search and Destroy game I haven't seen too much of, so I can't speak on it.
Right. Well, looking more in the Faze Search and Destroy, you mentioned some of the issues they were having. Can we talk a little about maybe the communication that they have online and everything? I got to imagine that when you're in a LAN environment, you're right next to each other. You realize that this is like do or die. This isn't just practice. You're not supposed to be like criticizing everything. I think that the communication is definitely going to be a bit different. I don't think we're going to hear any bickering between the guys. I think that it's going to be more of a conversation between the 4 players. I mean, I know Clayster, of course, is the main shot caller of the team, but we still hear a lot of input coming from the likes of Enable, who has a very great mind for the game. And you know, a lot of them just like to share their thoughts. And Attach, who's certainly grown from one of the younger players in the scene, definitely has his own voice as well now too. He's not just listening. He's just not like, oh, okay, yes, I'll do that. Like, you know, he has his own input and his own ideas and his own plays that he wants to contribute. So I'm looking forward to see how the shot calling dynamic benefits Faze here in this matchup. But I'm also looking to see what we can see from the side of eLevate in terms of their strengths in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, I just think it's just going to be one of the biggest things that I just want to kind of see from Faze is not sitting there questioning what they should do. Just one play call, go ahead and do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But just mid-round when you're sitting there, you start seeing these arrows kind of scatter everywhere, like what we should do. Oh, should we double push this guy when we could get the bomb down and stuff like that? So that's just going to be one of the biggest things for me to look at. I haven't seen him play Search and Destroy on Retaliation yet, but I mean, the main strategy that I've seen so far all weekend long, it's just going to be pushing straight through this bridge. You have a player push up onto the van, maybe try to get a trophy system down. On defense, you're going to see 2 players push steps, send one over to A, but then again, we've seen a lot of flanks coming around too. So map number 2 is going to be starting. We're starting this one on board with Clayster. He's going to be pulling out that NV4 because they're going to be able to do 3 players stacking over by A. First blood going to go in favor of Faze, but immediately going to be traded out, and then Zuma is going to be able to get a kill of his own as well.
The 4 stack to A doesn't seem to provide them too much of an advantage here. Zuma jumping up from the side of the bridge is able to find himself 1 kill, and now we're going to see the Faze offense towards the bridge as 2 eLevate players back down, 1 towards B site, the other on a flank from middle map. Expect to see that come into play here within the next 30 seconds. Bomb goes down on A site. Now we have a 2v3 retake, and eLevate has a really tough road ahead of them. Reedy, though, opening up with a headshot on Clayster is going to be huge. Attached, though, able to trade before he can do any more damage. And now Watson coming up from curve still has a 1v2 to make.
We'll see what he's going to be able to do here. Both players positioned inside graveyard is going to be spotted, is going to be taken out. So first round is going to go in favor of Faze on that one. That was one of the most Search and Destroy on this map. Never really seen that play happen before. I mean, usually the stack on one site, but I mean, it was just like almost like eLevate predicted what they were going to do. I believe they sent 3 straight onto the bridge, and then they sent 1 in the back who was actually sniping. That was going to be Reedy. So we'll see if he opts to just bring out that sniper a little bit more as the game does go on. But Faze going to get the first round on the board. Now it's going to be eLevate going on offense. Zed is going to be the bomb carrier.
Just a quick update for what's going on the main stage. Enigma 6 is currently up 2-0 in their series count against Optic Gaming. We've seen a little bit of a repeat of what we've seen at UMG California from them, but back into the action as the first blood goes down. Enable's able to catch Shawnee off guard. Zuma takes down Reedy, who was coming up with the thermal sniper on platform. Nothing comes from that play, though. And now we're seeing a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, shaky shots coming there from, I believe it was Shawnee with the NV4, was not able to tag any of the Faze players up. Sent 4 straight through stairs, were able to make it out alive, and they were able to get that quick cleanup. So a quick round there for Faze, and it's going to be attached there in your final kill cam. So Faze up 2-0 now as they move back onto the offensive side. Let's see what they opt to go with this time on offense. It's going to be Enable, as always, picking up the bomb, starting off this game 2-1. Zuma 4-0. Very nice, impressive play from him. You're going to see Clayster utilizing this little shield here, looking into the top bedroom. Every player from Faze just kind of spread out right now. Clay just watching the push to see if anybody does come around from B. The arrows from the side of eLevate are going to be 2 in bedroom, and then the first blood going to go in favor. It's going to be Attach picking it up.
So we haven't seen the sniper really come into play from the side of eLevate so far. Most of the first bloods, or at least the favorable kills in the beginning of the rounds, have still been going to Faze the first 2 rounds so far this game. Curious to see if eLevate can turn that around and work themselves at an advantage for the beginning of the round, but they give Zuma so much map pressure here. As soon as he hears someone fire off a shot, all he has to do is turn this corner and find himself a free kill. Either that or he can just wait for them to turn the corner, unfortunately just run at him with their cankles right in front of his face, fire off a couple easy shots. It looks like that just might happen here as player 8. That's going to be Watson just around the corner, has no idea that Enable is actually just bait on the opposite side of the bridge.
Yeah, this is such a smart, patient play by Zuma, just waiting for his teammates to give him the play call to peek out. Still going to be prone here. 20 seconds left for Faze to do something. Attach going to come in, pick up the nice 2-piece there. Faze now goes up 3-0. Attach doing pretty big things for Faze in this search and destroy so far. It's actually going to be Clayster picking up one of the kills there as well inside of the bedroom with that NV4. Faze off to a hot start. Maybe you're just kind of wondering if that forfeit, maybe it's getting to eLevate's head a little bit, maybe a little bit demoralized, feel like they shouldn't have been, but
it's definitely really hard to turn around from, for sure. You got to imagine that that's definitely in the back of their mind right now. It's just how they gave away their first free map, and now they're already down at this huge deficit in search and destroy with really no signs of life.
Yep, we're going to see the jammer grenade come in. All players from Faze going to be flooding forward once again. They're going to get that call. So now look at the arrows on the minimap. They're going to be rotating over to A. It's going to be led by Reedy with the bomb. They should be able to get this down instantly. 3 players pushed into bike shot, 1 wrapping to the back market. That's going to be Enable. Look for the pinch to maybe come in from here. If Enable does have an MV4, this can work out greatly for Faze. Bomb is going to go down, but now look at all the players from eLevate. They're turtled up on top of each other. Everybody just looking in the same direction. So look for Faze to get a well-coordinated pinch coming here.
Just take a look at your mini-map in the top left corner of your screen. You see 3 eLevate players coming in from the bottom. 3 Faze players, excuse me, coming in towards the site, and 1 up top. Great lines of sight towards the bomb here. And Watson, heavily outnumbered, has a lot of work ahead of him. Clayster's going to shut it down real quick, though. 4 straight rounds for Faze as they are able to hit the retake and get that defuse.
Yep. Excellent work from the guys from Faze. Once again, like we said, Enable just being very patient up in that top graveyard area, waiting for the 3 players from Faze to come around for that pinch. Worked out perfectly for them. Clayster going to be the player in your final kill cam. I believe Attaches maybe just 1 kill away and assist away from actually getting his payload in this one. So we'll see how that does come into play. Might be working towards streaks as well, has not died yet. It does have the Scarab, getting 250 off of that Trinity Rocket. So the rewind, which could be very, very big in search and destroy, is going to be coming his way. If he could just play for a kill, that's probably why I see him have the MV4 out here, just to play his range, try to get at least a tag up on a player.
Faze is up 4-0, and the utility is heavily in their favor as no one from eLevate is even close to their payloads. I'd be very surprised if Faze finds a way to choke this game. I'm pretty sure they should have no issues closing it out. Zuma opens up the round again with the first blood in favor of the Faze clan. Player 8, that's Watson, runs just by Clayster, and he gets punished for it as Enable is able to take him down. The bomb for Faze clan's moving towards the B site. No one from eLevate is in range to stop it, and Clayster's posted up in case they want to rotate back towards the top of the map.
Faze clan team that's looked slow in search and destroy thus far in this tournament, looking very, very good in this one. Clayster going to get the call right there. Notice that there's 2 players, but now the pinch is going to be coming in from Market. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Is he going to be able to find one? Yes, he does. That's going to get him his overdrive, and he's going to be able to find a second as well after his teammate does die. But Faze clan now up 5-0, and the way Faze is playing this is so perfect. They're not going with your routine, let's push B, throw a trophy system down. They're playing so slow. They're playing for those picks. They have everybody just scattered in the back, all spread out across the map, just waiting to try to get that play call. Once they get the pick, they make that move. B site been very good for them. Clayster picking up a nice 2-piece in that one, but all around great performance so far individually for everybody on Faze. Now Clayster is going to have the overdrive. Attach is going to have the rewind ready as well. This should be an easy win for Faze, and Clayster is going to go ahead and pop it.
Right now it looks like Faze is just taking full advantage of a demoralized eLevate roster. Here we go. We see a payload pop towards hallway. That's going to be overdrive, finding Clayster the first kill of the round. Yet another first blood in their favor, and we've seen just how these rounds end up for the past 5 rounds. That should be a Faze clan 6-0 to go up 2 in the series. However, don't count out eLevate just yet. They've worked past disadvantages in the past. It's just that right now it's really not looking good in their corner. Attach finds the second kill on the Shawnee. Player 7 and Player 6 on your mini-map, that's Reedy and Zed playing so close. Not able to set up the best crossfires. They're so heavily outnumbered in their own base.
Yep, and the distraction came in there from Faze. Zuma was able to push just at the right time. Not much eLevate could do there. The hot 6-0 coming in from Faze, and once he said, like, again, just a little bit of bait coming out there. Zuma peeking around the corner, able to take out the player from eLevate. So now we're going to be heading into map number 3. It's going to be hard for eLevate to turn this one around. Like we said, probably very demoralized coming off of that forfeit against Faze, but in the search and destroy, not able to do anything against them. Show really no signs of life throughout that entire series. 1-6 for Shawnee, 1-6 for Reedy, 1-6 for Watson. Top kills on the team was 2 by Zed, but then you look at the guys from Faze, everything all around, all of them having a great standout performance, and I think the biggest thing you want to see from Faze is having a good performance from Enable.
I don't think there's anything more